Okay, so as you can see, I've got the box from our local food bank sitting in front of me. So without further ado, let's hop in and see what they sent us. So first off, we can see they sent some original Ritz crackers. The kids will enjoy that because they can have those with cheese and crackers or just as a snack. We can put those dipped in soup or cracker crumbs. So very versatile. They'll enjoy having that for sure. Okay, next I can see we have one loaf of whole wheat and one white loaf of bread, perfect for sandwiches, toast. Again, you can toast them and dip them in soups and stews and chilies, and you can make breadcrumbs and stuffing. So very versatile and awesome to have for sure. Next, I see they sent us a bag of elbow macaroni. So I will probably take this from the bag it is currently sitting in and put it into a vacuum sealed bag so that it will last a little bit longer. But yeah, that's awesome because you can make macaroni with that. You can just add that to normal any pasta dish. You can add a can of tomatoes to that and make like a tomatoey pasta macaroni type thing. So lots of things you can do with that. So that's awesome. Oh, and then I can just barely reach. But 2 boxes of Kraft dinner. Once again, our son Alex will be happy to see that. He loves Kraft dinner. He puts hot dogs in it, carrots, a bunch of different other things. He's been branching out a lot better with what he is eating, so that's awesome. And as long as he's fed, I don't care. I pick my battles, and one of the things is as long as he's eating, I'm okay with whatever he's eating. So that'll be great. He'll be happy to see that. So that's awesome. What else can I reach down here? And looks like we have some apple juice for the kids. So they will be thankful to see that as well. Both Alex and Bella love apple juice. So that's definitely a treat for them. We don't get it very often in the house. We're a water family, so that'll be awesome. And it looks like we've got a Life cereal multi-grain. So Bella will be happy to see this. She's been snacking recently on a lot of different cereals and stuff like that. So I'm sure she'll be happy to see that and get some really good use out of that. Obviously, you can have a snack with that, or you can actually, we can use this in our nuts and bolts if the kids wanted me to make my nuts and bolts. Life cereal is one of the things that we use in that. Perfect for breakfast. And you can also, in a pinch, break these up and use them as a binder in like a meatloaf or a cracker. Like if you need like crumbs for something else, like fried chicken or something. So very versatile and great to have in the pantry. So can't wait to show Bella that. And okay, I cannot reach all of the cans. As you can see, we have a plenty of cans. So if you just give me a second, I will get them all up on the table and I'll be back with you in just one moment. Alright, so as you see, I've got everything that was left in the box up on the table now. So let's just dive in and show you guys what we got. So we have a Cheese Whiz here. So Bella will be happy to see that. She is a Cheese Whiz lover. She uses that with tacos or to make peanut butter and cheese sandwiches. A plethora of different things. She can put that on the Ritz crackers actually. So she'll be happy to see that. So that's awesome. Then up here, we've got a can of chicken soup, which is always nice to have too during, those cold days, rainy days. We've had a lot of those recently, so that's nice to have. Then underneath that, there is a can of oops. Okay, well, that can of beans decided it wanted to be on the floor, so hang on a moment. Back to this. So we've got coconut milk. I'm not exactly sure what to use coconut milk for. I know you can add it to like curries and stuff like that to make it nice and creamy. So if anybody has any suggestions down in the comments below, let me know what I can use the coconut milk for, because that would be greatly appreciated. I've never really used it before. So I'll put that off to the side. And since it already took a tumble, you saw we had 2 cans sitting here. Now we only have 1 of British style beans. So that will be definitely different for Chris to try. He is our bean aficionado. He likes to make chilies with beans, and I make him wieners and beans and everything like that. So trying these British style beans will be interesting to say the least. But there's the 1 can, and as you all saw and heard, the other can has hit the floor. I'll get that off after I'm done with this, but moving on, you'll also see right here, we've got 2 cans of tomato sauce. So this is perfect. It is just a base tomato sauce. So you can make spaghetti with this. You can use this as a base to make a salsa even. Just have to get like a can of diced tomatoes or diced fresh tomatoes or whatever, but you can use that as a base. Or if you just want like a smooth salsa, you can also use this as a base for pizza sauce. So you can use that on a pizza and then spice it the way you'd like it for your pizza and so on. It is very versatile. You can actually use this also to make homemade tomato soup. So very good thing to have in your pantry for sure. And then of course, as you see here, we have 2 cans, 1 and 2, of this flaked tuna. So I can make a not tuna, it's turkey. Sorry everyone. So 2 cans of this flaked turkey, and going along the same lines as a tuna can, you can use this in like a tuna salad or turkey salad. You can make it into turkey pot pie. You can do a turkey casserole, turkey noodle casserole. I mean, you could actually drain it and eat it right from the can if you really wanted to. So, I mean, very many different things you can do with that. And then last but not least, and I'm not going to bother picking it up. Oh, wait, not last but not least, but as you can see, we've got this can of vegetable soup, garden-style vegetable soup. We got one of these, I think it was in the last order, so it was actually not that bad. So that'll definitely make for a great lunch for one of us on one of these cold, rainy days, so can't wait. Great to go with, like I said, we can dip the toast in it or the crackers in it and get nice hearty fullness out of it. Now, the last but not least that's on this table is they sent us some lifeblood. They sent us some ground coffee, and they even wrote the instructions on how to use it on the bag. So ground coffee, that's awesome. It's our lifeblood these days. I mean, most adults run on coffee, whether it's hot coffee or cold coffee. It seems that coffee is a big staple in most of our adult lives, so we're thankful definitely to see that. All right, so I'm going to put that stuff back in the box, retrieve the can of beans that decided to go AWOL on us, and I'm going to go grab the cold bag and the produce. So I will be right back. All right, so now here's everything that was in the cold bag from our food bank haul. So let's just dive in and show you what we got. So first off, they gave us half a pack of Kraft singles, so cheese slices. Perfect for sandwiches, grilled cheese. You can add that to sauces to make it extra creamy. Lots of great uses. Omelets even, so that's amazing. We'll definitely put that to good use. They also sent us some margarine, perfect for cooking, baking, lots of different uses for that, so that's awesome. The kids will be happy to see this. Now, it's different than the last time, but they sent a couple of these Lunchables. They sent 2 of these turkey ones. So the kids will be happy to see those, and that'll probably be their lunch in a little bit here. Then they also sent us some Chris Brothers bologna lunch meat. So that's perfect for sandwiches. You can add it to an omelet, eat it on its own, roll it up with a cheese slice even. And has anybody ever done that back in the day where you would take a piece of bologna or lunch meat and then roll it with a cheese slice and just kind of eat it like that? I mean, childhood memories, right? But that's awesome. Then underneath that, as you can see, we had some more eggs. And once again, they put the expiration date on them for us. So this one says July 13th, so that's awesome. Perfect for deviled eggs, or we're now coming into the barbecuing season, so egg salad, potato salad, all that lovely stuff. So that's awesome, and we can't wait to dive into that. And then, of course, back here you see we've got a 2-liter of 2% milk. Great for coffees, drinking on its own, cereals, and so forth. And then last but not least, on this table, it's frozen, so they sent us this whole chicken fryer. So I can make a great meal with that and then take the bones and make a soup or bone broth. So that is awesome. And we will definitely get a lot of good use out of that. All right, so that's everything in the cold bag. Give me a moment, I'll grab the produce and I'll be right back. And so as you guys can see, we have 1 and 2 oranges. Now, if I remember right, I think it was this orange came in this wrapper. So it is an Egyptian orange of some sort. So that, yeah, it came in this wrapper here. It was all wrapped up inside of that. So we've got 2 oranges, great for snacks or making orange juice. So that's awesome. Then, of course, right here you see we have an onion. So perfect for burgers or making, you can take these scraps and dehydrate them and make them onion powder, add them to soups, stews, chilies, stir fries, lots of different things you can do. You can even eat these raw. Apparently my father-in-law likes to eat onions raw, so you can actually eat these raw, so that's awesome. And then, of course, you see we have 2 apples, so Bella will be very happy to see those. She is our apple girly and everything like that. Once again, you can use these for many different things like snacks. You can put them in an apple crisp or an apple pie even, so that's amazing. And then we've got 2 kiwis. We're not very big kiwi fans in this house, but I will put them to good use. I might put them in a fruit salad or something, or maybe just a snack later, but yeah, those are always nice to have too for the every once in a while. Now, if I had some strawberries, I could have some strawberry kiwi and it would be good to go. Next, we have some cherries. Looks like they're really dark cherries actually. So, you can easily make these into like pie filling or tart filling, or just eat them as a snack. Cherry juice too, you could juice them. So actually, that's what I might actually try to do, is try and juice the cherries and see how that works with using my juicer from Temu. So we'll see how that goes. But that'll be an interesting experiment. Then we have one of these vegetable medleys, fresh cut, washed, and ready to eat. It's another one of those, you can steam that right in the bag and put that on the side of your any meal as a side dish. So that will definitely come in handy. It's got, looks like carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower in it. So we'll probably put that with a roast dinner or something, or maybe even make a stir fry using that. So that'll be awesome. And then last but not least, what you see, on this table is right here. There is a 5-pound bag of potatoes, which is awesome. Having potatoes in your pantry is an amazing thing because they are so filling. I know if you're on a keto or a carnivore diet, they're not part of that, but it is nice to have because you can make mashed potatoes. You can eat them. You can eat these even raw. French fries, hash browns, multiple different things. You can use them as a side dish. You can actually use them as your main course. I mean, so many different things you can do with a potato. They're really great to have in your pantry and everything like that. But there you guys have it. That's everything we got from the food bank this week. We are so grateful for all the help that we do receive. And I have said it before, and I'll say it again. If you don't know if you qualify for these programs are out there for a reason. Food insecurity is at its highest, and most of the food that you do see will most likely be thrown in the garbage and waste if it's not given out. So reach out to a friend, talk to a local church, do a quick Google search. I even have just links in the description below. Try reaching out to anybody you can think of and see if you can find any of your local resources, because unless you ask, you will never know. With that being said, you guys see that I've got a lot to get put away, and all of this produce wants to keep running away on me, so I will see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.